All right, this is a window regulator and a motor on a 2005 Honda Accord coupe. That's the front passenger side we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you step by step how to get this off. So basic tools you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver, a pick, if I can remember how to put it, a pick, and a flathead, a 10 millimeter, and that should be about it. And some dikes as far as cutting tools go. You're gonna cut that wire, and I'll show you. But this one pick right here. So we're gonna get access to the first screws, which are residing back here behind this cover. So once you remove this joker, which I already pulled them out. So there's two Phillips head back here. There are two more at the bottom down here. You're gonna need a long screwdriver to be able to access those. So you get your screws in there, get them out of there, get the other one out of there. You want to remove the switches here. I'm trying to do what I can with one hand. Remove the switches. Just pry that up, pull that out, remove the switches. Pull the connector out. So pull the connector out, and once you get those loose, take your flathead and pry out from the side, and you'll get those quick connects, those body panel clips to pop out. And once you get those to pop out, lift up on it, on the panel. Everything should come up and out. Oh, sorry, I forgot. There's a plastic cover here you want to take out. I put it in there intentionally, but I forgot I had to remove it. So you take your flathead, stick it in the back, and just pry forward. So you don't want to break those clips there. It'd be a bad day. All right. Then you lift up and pull out. And I'll show you what it looks like after that. All right. So once you get it pried back, you want to be very careful not to mess this up, which it already is. This is the cable that controls the door handle, the interior door handle. These are common. Break it if you're not gentle with it, but you don't want to move it so far out to where it actually breaks. So what you want to do is just have enough room, and it's going to sit in there like so. Just pull it out. Take the door locking clip, push it out, pull up, and you can get the harness for the door light at the bottom, and you can pull out the, I'm gonna have to use two hands so I won't damage that, and you can just pull out the harness clip there and pull the panel all the way off, and I'll show you. Alright, now that panel's off, this is what you're going to be seeing. All you want to do is you want to try and just ever so slightly pull this plastic down. I'm going to use two hands for this, but I want to show you what that looks like also. So pull this plastic down and just get enough room. I'm just going to pull this corner back and down, and you should have enough room to access the main components. Okay, so once you get the insulation off, all this, once you get all that down, this is what you'll see. And the motor is going to reside here. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts. Here's the connector. Here's the track here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. Before you start moving all that, remove this insulator here. And this is the tab that holds that in. I'll pull that out. Give me some pliers, pull that out, and I want to start loosening those bolts. And the ones that are covered, they don't have like a dial in it. So you'll take that completely out, loosen these two screws. Same here. Take that completely out, loosen that screw, take that one completely out, and I'll show you why, so everything wouldn't just drop and fall. So again, just take that out, loosen. Oops, sorry. Take that out, take that out, take that out, loosen that, loosen, and take that out, and of course remove the connector back here, like so, and remove this insulator here, and should be close to getting that window regulator out. Okay, so got everything loose. Now, the reason why you're gonna need these cutters here are because you need to get the window up and taped up. So if I can get this light down here, there's a cable. These are cable operated. Let's see if I can get this. Shove it in there. That little cable right there, and all you gotta do is follow the track. Follow this plastic piece right here on the regulator, and it'll lead you to the track here, or you can just follow the motor. You want to take your dikes and cut that in half, so you'll be able to freely move the window up and down and get it taped up. And I'll show you that. All right, now that it's cut, I can freely move the window like I want to now. And while it's in this position, I'm gonna go ahead and zap those two screws out that holding the window, and I got some painter's tape. It's going to allow me to hold the window up while I finish getting the remainder. Of the window regulator out. Other than that, once you get the window up, like I said, I'm gonna hold it up back with some painter's tape, make sure it don't fall down. Continue to pull those bolts out. Well, though that didn't fill out, so just move the track out and extract the window regulator from this end here. So it shouldn't require that much finagling, but it'll come out pretty simple. So I got my window held up. Got the track out. Pull everything out. And that's that. So what's next is put everything back in reverse order, and it'll be good to go. Might show you how to get that adhesive off, because this customer had wound up putting tape on the window and got residue. So I might show you a quick way, easy way to get that off once I get everything back installed. My bolts are in for the window regulator. It literally only took a couple minutes, so I'm installing everything in reverse order. I went through the same spot where I pulled the window regulator out. Got it lined up. I have not put the window in there yet. So once you get everything tightened up, let the window down, and it's already in the designated position for you to have good access to the screws. So once you drop the window, it should fall into place. It has a tab at the base of it. Let me see if I can show you the old one. Oh gosh, this is life right there. So This is where we are. So at the back here, it has a base, so it should reside on those, on that base right there. So when you're able to put the bolts in there comfortably without the window falling down. So I'm gonna take that tape off and let the window rest on the base and put those bolts in. Make sure the window is lined up inside of its track. And once you put those screws in, hand tighten them. Don't use any like electric or anything, so just hand tighten them and snug them. All right, got everything back together. Right at least like 90%, but time to test your window. Got a functioning window. Just get a couple screws back in, and that's it. Oh, as far as that cable, that piece that broke, depending on the option you take, I just use crazy glue to put it back together, the plastic, and just crazy glue works very well. Just use very small amount, put the ends back together where they fit comfortably, and just let it dry, and put it back in its place, and everything should work perfectly fine. So, but crazy glue works very well on plastics. Other than that, you just get the adhesive off and call it a day. But the symptoms of course, a defective window regulator is you'll hear cracking. That cable that I cut, you'll hear that binding up. Sometimes they'll drop because of the cable actually break or the component inside of it breaks. The other symptoms are just such as this one. This one wasn't functional at all. So you'll hear audible click, but no signs of life. There is an easy way of testing it, which I didn't go through unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure there's like 1,000 videos on YouTube as far as how to test the motor, electrical part. But if I do another one, I'll do like a basic test and show you how to replace it. But I'm sure these jobs coming close, so I'm sure I'll get another one soon. All right, peace and haggries.